Muslims have taken over several U.S. states and forced new law that gives them full Sharia control. Our country is being actively invading as thousands of unvetted Muslim refugees continue to make their way to America. President Trump is doing everything in his power to stop this from happening, but liberals keep blocking Trump's migrant ban as they continue to prove themselves as the biggest allies of Muslim terrorists. As countless terrorists invade America, now we have an entirely new problem on our hands as Sharia patrols are now popping up in these Muslim-dominated areas. But unfortunately for Americans, things just got a whole lot worse after what several politicians just put into effect immediately that will make you absolutely livid. We've seen Sharia zones popping up all across Europe as Muslims are making a bold and calculated move to take over the West. They're now attempting to pull the same type of BS here in America in recent months, where back in April, Sharia law police attempted to take over the refugee-dominated neighborhood of Minneapolis, Minnesota, demanding that Americans comply with Allah's commands by not drinking, using drugs, or interacting with anyone of the opposite sex. You might remember 22-year-old Abdullah Rashid, who made headlines several months ago, as he was the one leading Sharia patrols in the area, dressing up like a police officer with ISIS flags on his sleeves. Rashid's patrols were disturbingly the start of a new trend in Muslim-dominated areas where refugees have taken over. Last week in Muncie, Indiana, Muslim refugee Khalid Suleiman Bail also began doing Sharia patrols of the small town, where he went to a local Goodwill store and began forcibly making employees and customers convert to Islam by choking and hitting people while screaming Allahu Akbar into their faces. The event that was so outrageous, it caught the attention of Homeland Security, who later conducted a full investigation and deported the Muslim back to Saudi Arabia. Fox 59 reported, police reports and documents filed by Homeland Security say people inside the store were threatened March 25 by a man who forcefully tried to convert them to Islam. A store clerk also was choked and threatened with death if she didn't convert. An earlier report of the incident by Fox 59 after it happened expounded on the horrifying ordeal that unfolded in the locked-down store. Bail allegedly entered the store and began forcefully trying to convert people to Islam while claiming to be the Prophet Muhammad and trying to place his hands on them. He struck and strangled an employee and told her he would kill her if she didn't convert to Islam. He attacked responding officers, breaking one of the officers' hands and repeatedly kicking the other. During the scuffle, Bail yelled Allahu Akbar, a phrase meaning God is greater and commonly used by Islamic radicals before a violent attack, according to an affidavit filed by Homeland Security. As Sharia police are popping up all over the United States, what's even more disturbing is how politicians are actively encouraging this type of behavior to continue, as many liberals are now launching all-out assaults on Americans who are speaking out against Muslims taking over American cities. In the very same city of Minneapolis that Abdullah Rashid was conducting his Sharia patrols back in April, now liberal Mayor Betsy Hodges has just up an anti-blasphemy hotline, where Muslims who feel offended over Americans criticizing their religion or their actions can now call in and rat them out.